Hello to all my friends out there. So I finally got home and time for lunch. I buy beef and chicken. I usually buy it at Dollar Tree. So anyway, I was, shopping around, but what I was really doing is walking 2 hours a day. And I told my son, I stand the best chance of survival if I'm willing to exercise. So since I'm trying to survive in decent shape as long as I can, that means I want to walk. That means I want to be active. One of the things I want to do is the bird scooter retrieval, but it's disruptive, so I haven't actually retrieved any yet, but I will. Okay, so what I did is I put my pinch of cinnamon in my tea and I let it sit there because, I never give a good demonstration of this mint tea and it's really delicious. So, pinch of cinnamon, mint tea, and what I did at one of the stores, I don't remember which one, I bought the good mint tea and it was nearly expired. And I think it is expired now, but I kept it in a baggie. Here's the tea I bought. Let's see, when did that stuff expire? Now, I didn't notice this when I bought it. I don't usually buy expired stuff if I can avoid it. November, it's expired. But I had it for a while. But it seems to be fine. I keep all my tea in a bag. And it smells good, so I'm sure it's fine. On expirations, that's best if used before. Ricky and I were talking about this. At the senior citizen place, they dispense food, and they dispense expired cans of food, and if your food has been in a cool place, it's usually okay for like indefinitely. So that's the mint tea. So I want to show you guys something. Remember the books I found in the laundry room? I got about 6 or 8 books free. I sold this today. And what I do, I want to encourage you if you want to try books. What I do is I just post them for a nice book like this. Let's see, how much was this book originally? Sometimes it says, sometimes it doesn't. This one doesn't. Oh yeah, this is a $20 book, new. And so somebody left these in the laundry room, and I mentioned that I thought that it was a possibility that they got the book in diving in the dumpster at the bookstore. And I wanted to mention, one of the followers said that she went in the dumpster of Aldi's and was getting all kinds of stuff. And I thought it was really nice because then my followers, here, like if you want free food, sometimes you have to wait for a certain day, when they dispense the food. Or like from where I live, the food bank's 30 miles. A lot of people who don't have food, can't get 30 miles. But if you know about, another thing is being humble enough to help yourself. Another thing is, if you did get this food, you could give it away if you don't need it. Or you could, I have known of people who've done it. So just keep it, okay, so now this is the trick with this stuff. You need a couple drops of hot sauce. And you need a little lime juice for good top ramen. I stockpile the lime juice. I buy it at Dollar Tree. Another thing, it protects you from vitamin C deficiencies. So does the ketchup, the tomato sauce. Okay, so I want to cook that. Okay, so now back over here. Okay, so I want to be cheap. I don't want to spend much money. I just want to eat a little lunch. Or let me show you what I posted today on my Instagram. I posted this lovely citrine necklace. And this crystal ball necklace, which is really pretty, with 2 quartz bracelets. These are pretty. I mentioned I want to do a jewelry store, but my idea was to do an online jewelry store on eBay or the thrift store. Out here we have all kinds of swap meets. I don't want to actually buy a store because that involves rent. In the hair industry, a lot of people are actually unable to afford the overhead. So, you know, I think the worst thing that could ever happen was selling your jewelry and not making any money. I mean, I can see how that could happen. So, you know, I want to make sure that never happens. Okay, so now, in my freezer, I freeze all the bread. I've just about eaten this, so I'm almost done. I keep the... Okay, this is about the last 2 pieces of bread on this loaf. This is pitiful. But, okay, it's okay. I'm going to eat it anyway. Then I'll just throw this back in the freezer and I'll either make a sandwich out of it or else I'll... Okay, so I have my top ramen, so I don't need any more than 1 small sandwich. And so I want to make a bologna sandwich. And so, okay, a while back, it was quite a while back, my friend came over and I said, do you want a bologna sandwich? She goes, you know what? I haven't had a bologna sandwich since the last time I was at your house. And she said, okay, I'll take one. I go, okay. So I made her a bologna sandwich. You can see this is here's my technique. And this was super funny to me. She goes, you know, how come when you make the bologna sandwiches, they taste so good? And I said, because I wait until we're really, really hungry. We were hungry that day. Okay, so I bought the bologna at Dollar Tree, and I made a special point to get the thick sliced bologna. Okay, sometimes I fry the bologna, but see how much thicker this bologna is? You guys know you're supposed to take this off, right? So, okay, I want to make my lunch like a little tea party. Sometimes I cut the crust off, but this is kind of a small piece of bread, so, you know, I don't think that's necessary. Now, I gotta get something up. Okay, so I want to mention something. Okay, we had my son's birthday, and so what I did was I got a marked down cake for my son's birthday. A good marked down cake. So my birthday is coming up in a month, and so what I want to do is keep my eye out for a marked down cake, and then I'll just put it in the, and here's my cake. I bought this cake at Realtt's. Okay, this was a really, really good cake, and I'm really glad I bought it. And so what I want to make for my lunch to go with my tea, I paid, I think, $2.99 for this. This cake is good. So, okay, I'll have 2 bites of cake to go with my tea. Okay, so this was a really easy lunch, but a good lunch. You know, I'm not torturing myself just because, you know, I'm being cheap. I think one of the comments that I thought was one of the best comments ever was one of the ladies said she worked, I think it was a carnival, and one of the men, now how do I make those in little squares? How can I not know how to do this? I guess I can't. Okay, so I have my little sandwich and my top ramen. And so if you have been watching my videos, what I need, I have to be careful, I have food near this book I sold. I have Flaming Hot Cheetos to go with my top ramen. And I'm going to eat as many Cheetos as I want. Okay, so, you know, this is about, okay, a bologna sandwich. I think these pieces of bread were 5 cents each, and the bologna was maybe 10 cents, so 15 cents. The Flamin' Hot Cheetos were $1. So and I buy these for about 6 for $1, 18 cents. And the cake was marked down, and the tea was $1. So this is a pretty cheap lunch, and this is a pretty good little lunch too. So, okay, you guys, I have tonight is going to be make your own frozen dinners. 7 frozen dinners that you make yourself. Okay, you guys, God bless you all.